Wow.
As long as I got him, what? I'm good.
Niggas gonna dig, man.
Know what I mean? Yo, so welcome. This is episode 16 of the Beatsnchill podcast. I'm your host, Hometown, along with my co-host, DJ Raul the Fool, and also Jasmine Renee. How y'all feeling today?
Chilling, man. Feeling good. I gotta go to school tomorrow. Kind of sad.
Oh, you got your first day fit ready?
Hey, I'm wearing a school uniform, man. Fuck that. It said, wear some work clothes. I was like,
School
perfect.
uniform.
School uniform.
Man, I just still getting used to this place, man. It's kind of weird at times. I slept in my room for the first time last night. I've been sleeping on the couch for like a whole week straight.
Boy, you sound like you done did wrong. I slept in my room for the first time.
Yeah, man. I've been on the couch, bro.
It was weird. It was quiet.
I've been on the couch. Been watching. I never watched the seasons of the whole The Wire thing, so I'm watching that and falling asleep on the fucking couch, man. But I slept in the bed yesterday, and I was like, man, this ain't bad, man.
Of course, that's what it's for.
I see the difference.
This nigga saying it ain't bad. I would hope not.
You know, how you been, Jazz?
I've been good. I went and saw my mom today. You probably saw she making beats still.
Yeah, I've seen it on Twitter.
Like 2 weeks on a beat. I was like, yes.
I gave it 2 minutes, and I said, going to play video games.
Oh my God. She used the Schoolhouse Rock sample. So she didn't sample it, she just recreated it.
Still gonna get sued.
Jasmine, I think that shit was funny. You saw her face, you're like, motherfucker.
She gonna get sued.
Coming for that check, you know what I mean?
Oh man.
But but shit, man, let's get right into it. What we got for the new music, man? Y'all want to start with the spicy of the spicy?
I ain't gonna shy away. What you got?
Yeah,
what you got?
So we got that WAP. We got the WAP video by Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. We got Aminé new album, Limbo, and what else? Those are my 2 primary. I mean, shout out to Tim, she just dropped a new mix, Couture Radio Volume 8 on SoundCloud. It's the House Plant edition. Nice little vibes.
Play that, and what your plans grow? I'm gonna have to text and ask her. Like, hey, do I water with fertilizer and then put this on volume 10?
I see you back on the fucking mixes.
Hey man, a little something, you know.
Every video. The big ass hand in the fucking camera.
Hey, dog, I gotta let niggas know I'm actually mixing out here, man. I ain't just pushing no buttons.
They gotta see that. Look at this nigga, man. That's what's up, though, man. Don't you got a new mix out on SoundCloud right now?
I got my slowed down mix. All Your Batteries Dying, Volume 6. And,
you got 6 volumes of Are Your Batteries Dying?
Yeah.
Are they all live? Like, can you go and listen to all 6, or you got them hidden?
You can go listen to all 6. Everything I ever mix, I put on SoundCloud, whether it's good or bad, and it's all live.
Whether it's good or bad. Well, we're gonna say that they're all good for those.
No, they all good. But as far as like, there's sometimes I don't mean to mix, and I just press record, and then I'll be like, oh, let me put this up. Like, it'll be some shit like that. Or there's some shit I'll be like, oh, I'm going to make this kind of mix, and I'm going to put it out. So, but everything's live and rehearsed, you know what I'm saying? If it's trash, I ain't putting that shit up. If I'm fucking up, oh, no.
Well, did you guys listen to the Aminé album?
Yes.
I listened to it twice, and I enjoyed it, man.
That shit was, I didn't know.
Favorite artist, man.
I wanted an introspective album from him, but I got it, and it was done very well. Like
the way it opened up. You know what I mean? He still gave you, something that's for, for the playlist, I would say.
Yeah.
It ain't for the radio or for the club no more. It's for the playlist now. Yeah. He gave you something to play in the whip, but I felt like he showed that he raps. He showed he put good songs together.
He had a good range on his album. Like, it wasn't he's stuck in this one section of making music. It was like all over the place, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that.
It was good. I was thoroughly surprised by how well it was. he had little intros talking about like his life and
The
how
song
he
with
felt about Kobe.
Jid and Charlie Wilson.
That was like very unexpected. I like Jid and Charlie. Jid. I was already. I'm all in. But I like and Charlie Wilson. So I was listening. I was like, okay, this is not bad. You know what I'm saying? It was arranged very well. Yeah, Jid, Charlie Wilson, Young Thug, Vince Staples, Summer Walker.
Yeah, it was interesting because he didn't have Charlie Wilson do his ooh-wees. I was waiting for the ooh-wees.
The tweet.
Ooh-wee!
That's Shubba the tweet. Hey, that is Charlie. Hey, I bet you if he's on Snoop Dogg's song tomorrow, he doing that shit. Shubba the tweet.
Yeah, so I like the album. The album's pretty good. I like the visuals he's been putting out. Not necessarily, I guess, full music videos, but just like little clips here and there. Well, he did drop a video, but the last video he dropped, I think that was the one with Young Thug.
Oh, he dropped the video with that song?
I think that was the video. I'm not sure, but it looked like every scene in the video was like a picture. Like it looks like he just set up a photo shoot and just made a music video out of every like scene, like every photo. So that was pretty dope. Cool. Shout out to Amine. Am I saying his name right?
Yeah, because I thought it was anime. I thought it was anime forever. So I was like, anime.
The M comes before the N.
Yeah, so Amine. I think the standout tracks would be Woodlawn, Can't Decide, Compensating, and Pressure in My Palms. Those are all songs that I'm like, if I feel like I'm DJing, those are all like
okay.
So
okay.
So if y'all want to check it out. Song. Oh yeah, that you know what? I said that too because I was like, damn, a nigga ain't dropped a good mama song since like Hey Mama by Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Then when we got Boyz II Men. And I was like, all right, that nigga don't be wanting to be singing. And then Yeezy dropped, Hey Mama. And I was like, okay, this shit hard. Yeah. But you know how long ago that was?
That's true.
So this is a good track, like celebrating your moms. Like it's like textbook, like you made me happy, the things you did when I was younger. Like, yeah, I ain't heard a good like mama song like that in a minute. So yeah, that's what's up with that.
Yeah. Shout out to me, man. The album's pretty good, man. But now we gotta spice it up.
Hey man.
You gotta spice it up, you know what I mean?
That was softcore porn.
What Obama say? Whap. Yes, sir.
Yeah. When I put the shit on and I heard there's some hoes in this house, I was like, oh, niggas gonna be talking slutty. Oh man. Yeah. And the visuals matched exactly what was being said throughout the whole song.
The visuals was amazing. The jokes on Twitter were amazing. I enjoyed every last bit of them 48 hours, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's how you shake the internet. That's how you do it. All the jokes about
pun intended.
Kylie
it was shaking all over the place.
Man. And I mean, I was talking to Tyree about it. He was like, he don't really think like the videos are that good. I'm like, nigga. He said
the video was good because it was, I think, even though there was like a bunch of ass shaking, the shit was still for women. And the reason I say that is because the color palettes that they use and shit like that, it was designed a specific way that women would women like to shake ass and they like visuals to be very appealing. So
is that true, Jasmine? Is that true?
Yeah.
Tell you, man, y'all gotta listen to me.
It was it's like girly, but like ratchet girly.
Okay.
Ratchet and righteous, just like Charlamagne said.
I like the raps too. I like the
Stallion flow was
like the rap.
As soon as she started rapping, I was like, oh damn, she's killing it. She killing it.
Yeah. They were saying like, who would you replace that one part that everybody was mad about when Kylie was walking? Like, who would you replace that with?
Jordan Woods, because she getting her ass rubbed, and everybody was like, Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
Yo, Jordan Woods could get that spot. You see how quickly I said it? She ain't even been relevant. She dropped that one video getting her ass, her face wasn't even in the shit. I'm like, yeah, huh.
Some people said if that was Rihanna, the fucking Twitter would have broke if that was Rihanna.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you know Rihanna been doing Rihanna been doing her little slow motion walks on Instagram for a little while now. So that shit would have been fire if that shit would have happened.
Yeah. I feel like there's gonna be a remix come out soon. It's gonna be
that's the last.
I see somebody say have Flo Milli on a remix. I could see it.
The remix should have Flo Milli, City Girls. They should share 8-bar verse. And if I had to add one more person, you gotta throw Nicki on there, man.
Nicki?
Man.
You gotta throw the GOAT. You gotta throw a GOAT.
I need like Lil Kim or Trina or something like that.
I don't even want no big names like that. I want some of the young chicks that I'll be out here eating, man. I don't want
so who would you put on there?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking of a remix. Y'all brought it up. But when you say
maybe a Rico Nasty. Maybe a Rico Nasty to kind of throw a little bit more energy.
Yeah.
I think Flo Milli and the City Girls might just be enough.
I think that would be enough. I don't know if my ears could take it.
I think there'll be enough.
Rico Nasty would get on there, fucking bitch, eat my shit right, and the fucking tight. It'd be like, yo, all right.
That's a map. That's a mean. I ain't gonna say it. But yeah, man. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B.
Hey, Meg has had a song with Cardi.
Mm-hmm.
She had a song with Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
She's had a song with who else?
Nicki.
She need Rihanna. That's all she need. If she got a song with Rihanna, she is gonna be that nigga for real.
It's like 4 rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She on her way. Infinity Stones is coming. Like think about it. That's like to not have an album.
Yeah.
That's you got some heavy hitters. You don't know the song.
She probably gonna snap on the album for sure.
Yeah.
See, I don't even want to put no high hopes.
Yeah, I want to put no pressure. I want to put no pressure on.
Yeah, because as soon as that happened, then the album dropped, niggas be like, all right. What was all that before, huh? What was all that shit? And niggas get pissed. I just hope it's good.
Well, shit, man. I think all of our guests is waiting on us, man. Y'all want to go ahead and get them added on?
Okay.
Hold on.
Don't pull up.
Hold on. Adding them right now. I'm adding them in the chat right now. Knoxgyen.
Boy, Knox, you laying down?
Nah, I was putting my AirPods in.
Yo.
What's up, man?
Hey, look my nigga Vern got a fucking getting the cheeks eaten. Is that T.I.?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This guy.
Yo,
welcome. What's happening?
I hope you guys don't mind. I couldn't find a better background.
Nah, man, that's just tight.
No, here, man.
I couldn't help it. Oh, Knoxy, baby, what's happening?
Oh, hi guys.
What's good?
Mr. Patrick,
cracking?
Mr. Hernandez, what's happening?
Hey, man, everything's
Good
straight.
evening, Miss Renee. Okay, listen.
Welcome to the chat. This is episode 16. You know what I mean? Of beatsnchill podcast, and we're celebrating our anniversary month, 4 years in, and we're trying to make sure we have a special guest to commemorate our anniversary. So for this episode, the reason why I got you guys on here because you guys were on the very first show of beatsnchill in 2016.
That's crazy.
So 4 years, and now we here. You know what I mean? Some of y'all look different as hell. Some of y'all boys looking the same. Boy. Jesus Christ. What's been up with it, man?
Chilling, man.
Jordan, you first.
Who you asking?
What's been up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This
I
nigga
don't know.
don't know how to motherfucking navigate multiple person interviews.
All right.
So, Jordan, how you been, dog?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. Casually working on music. Self-care has been number one. You know what I'm saying? Making sure I don't go crazy in the crib. So definitely taking it day by day. Been reading more. Just trying to be more constructive with this extra time because I know once it's gonna be over, it's gonna be back to the hustle and bustle again. So
Yeah,
just trying to be productive and trying to stay smart, trying to stay sane, drinking lots of water. So
That's right, baby.
yeah,
All right.
got my water.
Hey, man. Yeah. Vern, what up, man? How you been?
Shit, man. Been on the go, bro. Honestly, kind of just been putting my head down and just working as much as I can myself. Honestly.
Yeah, I done seen the side as my girlfriend shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That video was long overdue. It's about time I got it out.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, dog. That shit slide. I was like, okay.
But I really appreciate that. Thank you. It's probably one of my favorite videos as far as like conceptually and like quality wise. That shit is pretty fire. I would have to say so myself.
I mean, you do drop pretty fire videos, so I mean, I'm not surprised. It was just cool to see some more visuals to match all the music you got.
I got some more coming, man. I got some more coming. Trust me. I'm sitting on a few.
Word. Knox. Other than fucking putting a bunch of fucking memes on Snapchat and working out, what you been up to, my nigga?
Chilling, bro. Trying to figure it out with this whole virus thing. So, it's no gig. So,
yeah.
Nah, bro. I don't know. I'm lost, bro.
I'm on that same wave, bro. I'm on that same wave. We used to formulating and figuring out how to get not even just money, but just like content out. It's hard to create musical content off from the crib. You know what I mean? So many ideas you could do in the crib. So
yeah, you ain't never lied out. But I mean, Knox, I seen you post up. You was putting like, I guess like SoundCloud mixes, but like through Patreon or something. Like it was like another website where people could like pay to like get
their own like donation type thing. And
yeah.
Some shit through Patreon. I need to start that back up again. And I don't know. I just stopped doing it because I got a regular job now, bro. So it's just like,
yeah, that shit sucks, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally feel you. Hey, damn, man, what you been up to? You just popped in, man. What's the deal?
Fofo in a motherfucking pod for now. We'll see if it's that step out later. Jesus Christ. We finally got the whole fucking first show here.
Hey, man.
The last time I ever put 5 motherfucking people to play beats and music on the stage. I'd never do that shit again, boy. Motherfuckers was like, all right, it's cool. Another one? All right, cool.
Oh, man. Hey, that shit was live, though. I ain't gonna front. Everybody was happy because it was the first event. We didn't give a fuck.
That was it. That was just because it was the first one.
Yeah.
Then they got to that third, like, another 5 niggas on stage again?
Yeah. Niggas started looking at the watch after a while.
This motherfucker is trying it today.
I mean, with the first one, nobody knew what to expect. Not even I was talking to Vern about it before we did our sets. We were just like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna just play beats and
I'm gonna make it look like I'm doing a DJ mix real quick.
I mean, for what it's worth, y'all did well because, I mean, Jordan, you played beats, but you had a couple flips and remixes in there. I mean, Vern, he played beats, but at the same time, he played his own music.
Really? There's cranking.
There's cranking with his mom. Fucking Knox was in this motherfucker turning up on the turntables. So I think it was a very diverse show.
Yeah. It was cool. I mean, I guess, Knox, what did you think about that at the time when y'all, like, if y'all can give me y'all experiences on that first show?
I was just about to ask that.
You want me to answer first?
Yeah.
I thought it was dope, bro. Like, the whole idea behind it was dope. Then it gave me an avenue to play more abstract stuff. So, and then people was vibing to it. And I don't get to do that out here in the Tampa Bay world too much. So
that's true. That's
how I felt about it. And it still's doing that, like, all the way up until this shit started happening.
Yeah.
What about you, Vern? That shit was dope. Tampa Beat Weekend and everything, bro. Like, that shit, I hope dope, bro.
Oh, yeah. Big thanks for coming out and, lending your hand and judging and all that shit.
Y'all need me, bro. I'll be there for you guys. I love you.
Knoxgyen helped us out with a speaker too, a microphone. Sometimes I ran my ass over the fucking a venue this nigga was at. Just hey man, I need a microphone, man. There's two niggas rapping, man. It's not just one.
That last minute cable is crucial. You need that
Hey,
XLR because the other one done shorted out.
Oh man.
What?
And then niggas be looking at me crazy. They be like, you ain't got it?
Exactly.
Oh man.
They look at me, Vern. I remember we had Vern and DZ. They look at, hey man, we got two mics. We got two wireless mics. I look at, hey man, we got two wireless mics. Nah, we got two wireless mics.
When you the last nigga they can look at, because everybody like, you got a wireless mic? You got one? And then everybody look at me, and I want to look at somebody, but I can't. I just got to be like.
For some reason, people think the DJ is like the sound guy, and that's like
me.
not the
I
case.
think Raul's a fucking sound guy. I'm
no.
people. God damn it.
Oh, man.
DJs just carry extra stuff just in case. Because like I know when I started DJing or whatever, or even when I was with Betty Dollar, we do like trap phone, like when we do the auto-tune stuff, like I would just bring extra stuff from the studio that I didn't even think we would need. And sometimes we might need it, sometimes we wouldn't need it. But you gotta be prepared, man, because wild stuff happens at shows.
Yeah.
Like crazy stuff.
Learn that shit the hard way. What about you, Vern? What was probably one of your memorable moments from the show?
Honestly, bro, you know what I fuck with most about Beats and Chill was the fact that it was probably one of the more innovative events in creating a platform for producers, because you know at the time, if you were really making your way throughout the scene as a producer, it was more so like beat battles. And there's a lot of pressure that comes with beat battles, because you want to win that shit, but you can't necessarily play like the stuff that you like to make as a producer. And I think that's probably what I fucked with most about Beats and Chill whenever I came out, is because I just got a chance to play like some what I consider heat, you know what I'm saying? What I would consider some funk or some vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody would be there to just vibe out and, you know what I'm saying, instead of being judged, you know what I'm saying? So like the pressure's off. And then, you got like renowned producers that come through to that shit and drop some fire. Yo, I think it was the first Tampa Beat weekend where y'all had, what is his name? Iman Omari, what's his name?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, that whole set, dog, I got that shit saved in my archives on my phone. I be going back to that shit every once in a while.
That shit was good.
The whole vibe be crazy, yeah. So I think that's probably what I would say.
Cool. Jordan, what was your memorable moment from the first Beats and Chill?
He been on a couple shows.
Yeah, the first one.
For the first one, I kind of piggyback on what Vern said. Is like I'm not really a big fan of beat battles for that reason. It's like kind of like a one-trick pony type of show. Like they'll have a whole bunch of drops and like stuff to like kind of control one type of crowd, but the ability to diversify what you play and play stuff that actually coexists with an event, with an environment. I mean, as producers, that's kind of what we aim for. Like, I don't want to play music that people got to muster up a mood or a feeling for. I want to play music that people can enjoy in the midst of whatever they're doing, kind of make it like a soundtrack. So to be able to control an environment with like beats and stuff is pretty cool, especially for producers. Like he said, like it's either beat battles or you're attached to another artist, and that sometimes hinders what people think of you. So to kind of like control your own narrative, Beats and Chill was very important to me to show like I can make these things too. So that's what I enjoyed about it. It's pretty dope.
But Darius, your ass was on the show.
What happened?
You was on the first show, nigga. What you thought about
first show this whole time?
I mean, like it was straight, bro. Like it was cool. Like having my mom there.
Oh, textbook answer. It was straight, bro.
Yeah, it was straight. I'll be like that too, bro. I'll be like that too, man.
Yeah, like I mean, it's just I don't know, bro. Like I have a hard time like explaining myself like when it comes to things like this. But I had a great time, man. Like it was cool, like having my mom out there, like really seeing me, you know, push my my passions and stuff like that, and like really understanding like, yo, this what I really want to do, and like I'm not gonna stop doing it and stuff like that. And you know, like sometimes like you gotta have your parents out there to actually see it instead of just telling them, because like you keep on telling them, but like
true.
yeah, like they really won't understand it until they actually see it in person. And when she saw it in person, like I can tell she was excited for me. So
Okay.
so like I can tell like I can tell she was excited. Like I saw like how she started to treat me like after coming out and stuff like that. And you know, I mean, that's pretty much it, man. Like it's a really good vibe, man. Like we brought so many people here. It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Well, you did a very good job of explaining yourself. Just would like to let you know.
Yeah, that was fine.
That was actually great.
That was a good answer.
Yeah, I was like, oh, goddamn, you gotta tell your parents.
So I want to ask. I start with Jordan. Like, how have you guys like? What new directions have you taken in your career since then? Like, this is 2016. We talking. So in the last 4 years, like, what new directions have you went since then? Like, I know I've had you on multiple shows. We worked together on other things, but since then, what new directions have you taken?
Besides being on the newspaper.
A lot has happened since 2016. Just building up my catalog, being able to, I don't know, I kind of treat music kind of like a real job in a sense. Like, that's kind of how I legitimize it in my head. So, like, even how I treat my SoundCloud, like, I treat my SoundCloud like a resume. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so being able to build up my catalog since then and work with different artists and collaborate with different producers, it's allowed me to work with bigger artists, or people I deem to be bigger artists in terms of like audience. I've been to festivals, just met people that I thought I would never meet, speak to people. Even now, I'm speaking to some people that I would have never thought would be interested in a Jordan Patrick beat, which is pretty cool.
You want to give us some leaks?
I can't right now because I don't, not to sound weird, but I'm just like,
nah, I feel
my
you.
confidence, like with this whole Corona thing, my confidence is on the fringe. So if it don't go through, I'd rather it happen and be like, this is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And it not happen and niggas be like, hey, bro, he kind of sucks. Like,
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know, just I was planning on going to Miami and having this big thing, and then Corona hit. So that kind of set me back mentally, I would say. But now me realizing that the whole world is shut down, it's not just my opportunities, and working and getting more experience in the meantime has helped. But since 2016, I've definitely been able to do better, I would say higher quality things, like work with bigger artists and do festivals and even get into performing more, which is the dream that I've always had. Like, I got into producing just to, you know what I'm saying, be a team player. But after a while, it was like starting to become my time to like kind of go fully into like rapping and stuff. So that's been cool. The last thing I did before Corona hit was the festival.
Gasparilla Music Festival.
Yeah. So definitely 2021. Hopefully this is not, I feel like it's not gonna be cleared up, but close to cleared up.
Yeah.
So I can get back to being outside, and I'm about to move back to Tampa. So hopefully things will be able to, you know what I'm saying, flourish.
Back to Tampa.
Yeah, I'm in the Berg. I'm in the Berg.
Oh.
Yeah. But I'll be back in Tampa, but before December. So.
Okay.
What up?
Vern, man, what's up? What's been up with you? Like, what new directions you took since 2016, man?
Bro, let's see. If I remember where I was, right, like as soon as beatsnchill dropped, that was like,
You talking?
I was kind of still like, no. I'm trying to like remember exactly what I was dropping around that time, because I think that was around the same time that Surf came out with me and Deuce. But like,
that's a banger too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you gotta thank Deuce for that, boy. That boy got sauce. But what's up? I think like I have been rapping, you know, and then, you know, producing a lot of stuff for Ari Kai and stuff like that. And just, I've been kind of on the fence about releasing all my rap material, because if we're talking about new directions, I've been kind of making like Afro beat. I've been making like house music. I'm getting ready to put out, and it's kind of weird because everybody knows me for rapping mostly. Half the time, people don't even remember that I make my own beats.
I was about to say, you rap on your own beats, so
exactly, like that shit comes as a surprise to people. And I'm like, man, I feel like I say that enough, but I guess I don't. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm getting into I'm just trying different noises. You know, I'm thinking disco's gonna make a comeback within the next 5 to 7 years, honestly. So I'm kind of trying to get real instrument savvy, like, you know, with like learning instrumentation myself, because so far I'm only good at, you know, keyboarding and some guitar. But once I teach myself how to like play bass and work with I've been looking a lot into like sound design and a lot of shit too. So it's like I would probably say right now I'm just acquiring more knowledge to make better music in the future. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed you and one thing I noticed about like you and Jordan over the past few years, like you guys' ability to work with an artist over, you know, a few records. You know, I've seen like Jordan has done multiple projects, you know, from Pat to Patrick Hughes, Betty Daw, Gats. I've seen you collaborate with Noose, with DZ, you know what I mean? Arika, like seeing how you guys are able to like work on projects with one artist like that over the past few years has been like pretty dope, because I know these artists and what they do, what they've done without you guys, and then hearing them what they do with you, it's kind of like you bring them into your world. And I think that's always been dope. And sometimes when you guys have done that, it's usually been some of the best music. So like I think that's pretty dope that, you know, you guys have been like doing. I hope to continue to see more of that. You know what I mean? You know, as an artist myself. You know what I mean?
That's the difference between a producer and a beat maker, pretty much.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
that's cut and dry, pretty much the definition. Like you can take an artist and apply your sound to their sound and come up with like something new, but still like, how would you say, like still relatively respective in each sound, I guess, in each other's brand, I guess you could say.
mm-hmm.
So there's a big difference between a lot of producers out here, because, you know, the one thing I noticed about me and Patrick, and then even Darius, bro, because Darius had been in the cut making these hard ass beats that nobody really knew about for like a long time, bro. Like on God, bro, like Darius would pull up and he would just play a beat. He'd be like, bro, what? You've been making this whole time? But like, so the thing about that is like we all have our own sounds, like, and a lot of producers just replicate what's hot. You know what I'm saying? And that just really doesn't push the culture nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It kind of keeps it stagnant. And the fact that we're able to do that with other artists because we're real artists that are aware of what's going on in the culture right now and trying to push it in different directions.
I think that plays a big part into it, man. I really do. The fact that you guys are both artists at the same time. But Knox, man, what new directions you done took since 2016, man? What's been like different for you since then? Like I know, like you say, you really don't get a lot of opportunities to kind of like play certain things like that, just because, you know, it's at the end of the day, it's your career, it's your job, and you may have residencies and stuff like that. So
for sure. Well, excuse me. My residency, obviously you guys know, ended with Gaspers, and then I went to Miami to work with a label down there. It's more of a dance label. They do like more dance type music and house music. And that was gonna probably like what's the word I'm looking for? That was gonna grow this year, and I was gonna grow the Obnoxious name a little bit more this year.
Yeah.
As you've seen over the past years, I've been trying to grow it, and that's the direction I've been taking, trying to do my own production and show production, and trying to bring Tampa a real deal music festival on some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you brought Sci-Hi, well, I was lit. I was turned all the way the fuck up. I was like, Side or Prince? Oh, No, that shit was good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like everybody that was there knew who he was, and it was an organic show. It wasn't like some motherfucking like, oh, we just going because this nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
That's
it was
what I
like
want to
legit
do. Like,
fans.
it needs to be something for the people like us that like cool shit.
Yeah.
Want to go to the same old concerts all the time. Like I want to bring Amine out here. I want to bring other people like that out here. Like,
Yo, Amine would have slapped, bro.
Yeah.
What? That
Yeah,
would have been a that show.
I've been.
Yeah.
for sure.
What you say? I'm sorry, I ain't even hear. What you say?
Now he said Amine would have slapped if Hattie came out here, and we
Right.
was all agreeing.
Just bringing that type of vibe with a person that's on the radio out here, and I feel like that'll just grow the brand of Obnoxious and just grow the party so we can have, like I said, a real deal festival, and we could put all our artists and all our producers on a pedestal, just how they did with Rolling Loud, and they brought all their artists on. Like, that's what I want to do.
Word.
That's
That's the thing with Tampa. Tampa's so dope. I just don't think artists outside of the city get to see.
That's
That
what I'm
that was the main thing. Even when I talk to people like at festivals like Rolling Loud or just going to different studios, like people have no idea what Tampa does. Like they don't know. Or if they do have a representation, it's not like a full spectrum representation. It's just like one area.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I know this dude. And it's like, bro, it's like they don't even know Ybor City exists and that the Crowbar and all. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot. And I feel like Knox definitely. Like that night in particular, the Sci-Hi night was like, okay, people really gonna start coming out here because of this.
Yeah. And then to live the next year after that, this should be
What?
hey man.
What happened?
I said to
Talib
live,
Kweli.
to live the next year after that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was just trying to get somebody great on some real shit, and I was like, Talib, you down? He was like, yeah. All right, cool. Bring your ass then.
you see how nonchalant he said that, right?
He did the same shit with fucking Ski Beats. Like,
Oh, it's on me though. Ski like
that,
straight up.
bro, that motherfucker makes me nervous. Tell you that right now.
Oh, bro.
Tell you that right now. I remember it was at the end of the show, and I had his money to give him, and he was like, "How much? You got my money? All right, give it to me later. We going. Hey, Knox, where we going?" I'm like, "Hey, bro, I don't like this, man. Get this money.
He said, "Give it to me later."
This doesn't make me nervous, man. He said, "Just give it to me in the morning." I'm like, "Nigga, no, get this shit now."
He was cool though.
Yeah.
He was very down to earth. To be such a monumental figure in the culture, he was very down to earth.
Yeah, and on that drink too, but he was on that oil, boy.
Hey, boy, hey.
I said, okay.
He give an old school nigga some free liquor. What you think about that happen?
Oh, that's funny.
boy. But yeah, man. I want to ask, like, have you guys ever collaborated with any other acts or producers that you may have seen on the BNC stage or beatsnchill stage?
Of course. I done collaborated with every producer in here. Me and Vern, we did. It was more on some mixing type stuff that we did Jones and My Bones, which was part of a compilation project that he did. I don't know the exact. Who was the head of that, Vern? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was Dustin DeVar's little D'Angelo compilation tape.
Yeah, which was hard. And then I worked. That was the first time actually me and Vern linked up. He came to my crib, and then me and Darius we did Pat's project. He did Dojo.
Yeah.
And then he also did what's the one with you talking on the intro, hometown? I'm on the outro. I forgot the name of that one.
Oh, shit. I know you're talking about because y'all was mad at me. I kept laughing, and they was like, "Come on, bro! Like, I'm sorry, I'm nervous." Like, what?
I got unreleased music with They Hate Change. Those are the bros.
Yeah.
I should drop that one day. I don't know why we haven't, but it's like a song. It's produced by me. It got Mari on, local Mari. He got a verse on there, and Vaughn from They Hate Change got a verse on there too. That's hard. I try to collaborate with a lot of people because that's what inspires me, bro. Like I feel like nowadays, just in particular, like I'm always motivated, but I'm like not easily inspired, bro. if that makes any sense. Like,
Right.
because
makes
like
total
Vern
sense.
says, everything sounds the same. So
Yeah.
like, it kind of makes you look at your catalog like, am I weird for thinking that this is a wave? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
so
facts.
Straight up and down. I be thinking that shit when I be DJing. I'm like, all right, I get to stay in this BPM for like 3 hours. They're like, y'all want to hear
yeah,
the same rhythm for like
Mm.
how long? Like, change.
like people
Yeah.
sound like the same 3 or 4 people. And what they fail to realize is that those people are looking for the next sound because y'all like trampling over their sound.
Yeah.
So, but that helps us though. That helps producers though, like not beat makers. That helps true producers. Like the stuff that people like that I send is kind of appalling to me because I'm like, I send like the certified, like, oh, I think I can hear this on the radio, and I also send like some stuff that's kind of like off kilter, and like 9 times out of 10 they'll pick the off kilter vibe just because they just really don't know what that is. And like, if I'm the first person hearing this, I want to attack this first. I want to be the first one. So, but yeah, I like collaborating with a lot of producers. One producer that I haven't collaborated with that I want to is Sam Illy. He's super dope. I would just let him do the drums. I just send like a melody or something, just let him do the drums. He got some of the hardest drums I've heard in a minute. He's from Plant City, I believe. But yeah, beatsnchill. I like going. I like scouting for sure. Like I like hearing who making dope, because that's what inspires me. Like people on the same tier, if that makes sense, same like peers basically.
Yeah.
Making stuff that's not what's on the radio. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
That's what I like. That's one of the main reasons why I like going to beatsnchill. That, and it's just a good time.
Yeah, cause I remember Darius. He had posted a beat on Instagram. I think you had did a collab with Peabody.
Yeah.
I know he's like in New York or some shit
Shout
now.
out to Peabody. I ain't seen Peabody. Anybody seen Peabody?
I ain't seen
Yeah.
Peabody in so damn long.
he in ATL.
Oh,
for real?
okay, yeah. I remember y'all did a collaboration. Vern, who you ever like collaborated with anybody from beatsnchill before?
Yeah. I think.
He sound like he ain't like it. It's like I did, but I ain't
No,
like
it's just because to be honest, like, bro, I'll come through and collab and won't think too much of it and just keep it moving on to the next beat. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like I've done it with the majority of them. Like, so like Jordan Patrick said, we did that one joint for Dustin DeVars. I feel like me and Darius collaborated one time, but I'm not completely sure if I remember. Santiago Perp, Rugod. I haven't really got a chance though. I feel like it's really hard to get in contact with producers. You know who I really been wanting to work with? OP Super, bro. That boy is
Oh
the
yeah, for
beast,
sure.
Yeah.
boy.
But
That
he'll
boy is so
definitely
nasty.
collab, bro. He'll definitely collab, bro.
Facts.
He like
Hey,
he
man,
lives for that.
I really hate to cut this short, but I got to get back into this function. I'm sorry.
that's cool, man.
I had to step off real
Cool.
quick.
Glad we was able to have you, bro. We'll definitely
Hey, man.
connect with you.
Yeah, facts. Thanks for having me. I hope y'all boys get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Make sure if y'all got any new shit coming, please send me links because I'm trying to listen to everybody's stuff. I know I don't always get a chance to check everybody out.
Also,
But if
hey,
y'all
tell
got-
people
Yeah, tell us where we can
like your
find you,
socials and
all
all
your
that.
socials. Yeah.
all right, Twitter, Vern Senior, spelled all the way out. Instagram, Vern_S_Aura. If you want, you can type in Vern Senior on any streaming platform and I will come up. You can even Google me. I'll be the only light-skinned dude around a bunch of old white dudes. So it's real easy for you.
That's funny.
All right, Vern, man. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, Vern.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all boys. Y'all stay up.
Yeah.
All right, you too, bro.
So Knox, man. I know you're the DJ of the crew right now.
And a damn good one.
Have you collaborated with anyone? Cause I know you got in there for production too. You trying to act like
I don't think I collaborate with anybody. I mean, I have people on shows and stuff like that, but I don't think I guess that's a collaboration.
Is there anybody that you want to like work with though?
Nah, not really, bro. Like,
Y'all niggas trash. I don't work with y'all niggas.
That's not what he's saying.
It's none of that, bro. Everybody on here dope as fuck, man. But I don't know, man. I get in my music mode and then I just get out of that shit because DJing take over.
Yeah.
See, like I have to DJ 4 or 5 nights a week, and then it's no time for production. So
Yeah.
and it sucks sometimes, but whatever. Now I have time to be a little bit more artistic, I guess. I've been working with Zootaroo a little bit, and I've been working with some new artists. We out of Day City, and then who else? I've been talking to what's his name? Goddamn, what is his name?
I get that too, bro. I be fucking just forgetting.
Yeah, and I just talked to him today. Fuck.
That nigga gonna listen to this and be like, damn, bro, that's how it is.
Yeah, for real, bro. Whatever, bro. It don't matter now. I'm not gonna waste no more time trying to remember shit.
Damn.
Hey,
But-
what's the main, since everybody here produces? Jordan, what do you usually use to make your beats or produce tracks on? What programs?
Hold up, my headphones just fell out. Come back to me, bro. Ask Darius.
Darius, what do you use to produce and make your beats?
Mainly it's FL Studio, but I have this app on my phone. I can't remember the name of it, but I posted a beat on Instagram that I made with it. I can't remember the name of it. I think like tracks.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I downloaded it too, because I was jealous.
What's the name of the
Nigga
app?
so jealous he left.
Hold on.
I
Hold
want
on
to know
real
the
quick.
name of the app for real though.
All right, hold on.
I don't know what happened.
I'm about to get it right now. Hold on.
And while he look it up, I can answer. I just use FL Studio and Studio One mainly. Those are my two go-tos.
Studio One. Word.
Yeah.
Knox, what about you? Oh, go ahead.
The app is called Koala. It's called Koala Sampler.
Oh, okay.
And you can
that one beat you
legit-
posted was fire.
Yeah.
Legit beats on that, like legit beats, top to bottom.
Yeah, bro. Like it's gonna take time, but like once you learn how to cut your hi-hats down and like turn them into triplets and all that stuff. Yeah, like I made some hip hop, some trap. You know, I'm trying to get into like the whole R&B thing, like with the filters and stuff like that. So yeah, bro, absolutely.
Darius, did you make some
boom bap?
Boom bap.
I knew you was gonna say it. I knew you was gonna say it, bro.
Oh, we will never let
You'll
you
never let
that
that
shit
down, bro. You'll never live it down.
Not talking know the inside joke.
And
I gotta
that's
explain
the
to you.
shit at the motherfucking
You
rehearsal.
got some boom bap, bro.
Everybody was like,
we do auditions. We do auditions in January, and we usually try to do them every 6 months or whatever.
oh,
So Darius, he like to get up there, you know, roll and they judge on, you know, who the people that's, you know, trying out. And I guess we do like 2 beats or whatever, and then the guy played like so whatever he played, and then Darius
like the nigga was done.
everybody.
He was done. Like he played. He was like, yeah, play 2 or 3 beats. He played 2 or 3 beats. All right, continue.
And then I hear Darius open his mouth to say these exact words. He says, "Hey man, do you have any boom bap?" And when I tell you, I turned my ass around like,
I'm like, he
What?
played his 2 or 3 beats. Now the nigga looking nervous. Cause he like, oh, I don't
I did
think
not expect that. Whoa, shit.
Why you put him on the spot like that?
Yeah.
That shit was so funny.
Yeah, why you put him on the spot like that? What did you do?
How is boom bap the benchmark for beats? Like, hey, you got any boom bap?
Hey, bro.
What?
Oh.
Hey, bro. I'm just saying, fucking Griselda came back with the boom bap shit though.
They did. I can't even cap.
Oh my
That
God.
producer is fire, bro.
Yeah, he is. That's just like that traditional sounding Alchemist type heavy sampling.
Yeah.
But that stuff don't be samples though. That stuff don't be samples.
Oh, the Griselda shit? No.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff don't be samples, bro. That's what makes it so raw. Cause he manipulates it and makes it sound that way.
Them shits is hard, bro. Them beats, and then when they come on that shit with that do. Oh,
hey yo.
Y'all seen y'all seen the video to do order McDonald's like he was on Griselda?
Yeah.
Get a McChicken sandwich. Don't forget the fries. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Damn. So.
All right, go ahead. Hometown.
I'm about to ask one of your questions, bro.
Well, what I want to know what was the first moment? What made you want to get started in music or hip hop or DJ and so on? What's the first thing when you was like, I want to make beats?
Money. Like, I'm just playing.
like when did you know? Like, hey, I'm gonna start making beats. Like,
who, me?
Yeah.
When I got around, when Hometown added me to the Blue Zone group, and I was just like there, just like promoting for them and stuff. Like I wasn't really doing anything else besides that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I heard some beats that Scott had made, and like it like from there, like it had just inspired me to learn FL Studio and everything like that. And I'm a real like quick learner if it's something that I'm passionate about learning. So I picked up FL Studio like pretty fast. So
damn, I guess I gotta get passionate because I want to fucking learn FL Studio.
This man Darius, he forgot a pivotal part of that story.
Oh man.
So when you produce, you need this thing called VSTs, which means virtual instruments. Bro, I used to be at the studio, and you gotta think, we didn't know Darius made beats for, like, we knew he made, like, he would tell me that he made beats, like, none of us, like, really heard the beats yet at this point in time. Mm-hmm. This is, like, prior to, like, for me hearing, like, Dojo Beat and everything like that. So he would have every single virtual instrument, and virtual instruments are expensive. Like, Darius, how do you have these? Like, what are you doing?
Boy. They're all paid for. They're all paid for those.
Bro.
Yeah, my dog be out here.
Like, he had the Snare Jordan. He had all 4 or 5 of them. Bro, I use those to this day, bro. Darius could probably make my beats over again. He could make YouTube tutorials making my beats over again because he done gave me so many sounds.
Hey, man. Low key, the internet is a wonderful place, ain't it, Darius?
Darius was Reddit before I knew what Reddit was, bro.
Yeah. You gotta know how to navigate the World Wide Web.
Yeah. For sure.
Nas, what about you? Well, first, it's a 2-part question because you just got into producing, but what made you get into DJing?
Just hearing the 5 o'clock jam and the 9 o'clock shit on 102 jams and the old wild, the 98.7.
Yeah.
Just hearing that shit, and I was just like, yo, I could do this shit. I could do this shit. Let me save up for a while. I'm gonna get 2 turntables in a mixer.
You know how many times I've said that shit? Watching these niggas make beats at the crib. Like, I go on my motherfucking laptop.
A beat from Derek would be disgusting. And I put my savings on it. A beat from Derek will be the worst beat we ever heard.
You're absolutely right.
You can still hear the metronome in the back.
I couldn't do it. I'm too sensitive. I be looking at niggas play my beats, and I'm just like, what you think about that? Like I can't.
And you got a whole event where you just have a crowd of people watching somebody play beats.
You know how many times I get asked that? Like people, they be like, yeah, bro. So I'm trying to do this, right? You know, and I'll be like, you make beats? Oh no, I don't do that, man. I don't do that. Like, huh? Like, nah,
I know they'd be like, how's this your event?
That's what I am. I'm a complete fraud. That's what I am. Complete fraud. But yeah, man, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah, man, he wasn't finished.
Oh, you want to finish?
Yeah. All right, so you saved up and got that was it. You saved up
and got that and got some records. And at first I was trash as fuck.
Yeah, I feel.
Then I just kept on going until I figured it out. And then that's probably when I was, 15, 16, all the way up to 17 as I was just teaching myself how to do it. And then 17, I met Keys. And then me and Keys just fed off of each other type shit. And then I just started getting better after hanging out with Keys because Keys been doing it since he was 8. So he taught me stuff, and then we just grew from there.
That's what's up. What about the production side of
production, man? I got started with that with Santos actually.
Yeah.
And I just go over to his crib and he'll have the shit laid out. I never really learned how to do FL Studio, but he'll have the sounds laid out, and I'll just mess around on his shit.
I'm pretty sure he's very nice with you. Every time we made music, he said I suck. So that's why there's no music.
That's because Knox could pick that nigga up and throw him in a tree if you want it.
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
But yeah, then that's what I use too is FL Studio if I do choose to make beats.
What about you, Jordan? What was the time you knew you were gonna start making beats or creating music?
Well, I've always liked music, just like growing up and hearing music and enjoying it. But I never forget it was an Ohio Players song called "Sweet Sticky Thing," and the intro of that song, I thought that was like a hard part, and I was like, dang, they should have did the whole song that way. So I wanted to like remake that part, but just make that the whole song. That's before I knew what sampling was. So imagine trying to discover sampling like, as a child. So I was like, dang. And my uncle, coincidentally, he worked on music too. So when I was a kid, he took me to a studio like on Bush, because he used to work with this group called Primary Colors, and they used to work with like Rodney Jerkins and stuff. So I used to go to the studio and see what they was up to, and they had the MPC, which to this day I don't get how people make beats with an MPC.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
It's nuts. And
you know, Darius knows Mr. Boom Bap.
Oh, that's funny.
Damn.
Now for real, analog, because that's how I started off. Like I did analog beats. Like I did like I got my equipment back. It was like I had like a Yamaha beat machine, drum machine, and on my beat tapes were like actual tapes. So I was doing that.
Like
and then
that tapes?
No, not that tapes, just actual cassettes. Because back in the day, they used to have the stereos that you could plug your equipment to. And you could just record whatever. So I would do that. And after a while, that got kind of old. And then I got introduced to FL Studio. And this was like FL Studio, it's either 5 or 6.
I was about to say 5, because 5, that's like the most cracked version.
Yeah. So what happened was I got in trouble because my dad told me not to download that on his computer. And I did it anyway. But what I did was, I thought I was slick. I downloaded the demo, but back in the day, you could change the name of an application. You just right click and you do rename.
Yeah.
So I named it something different. I think I named it like Cinnamon Toast Crunch Music Maker or something like that. And then he went to go buy me the official version for my birthday. And he went to go buy it, and he seen I already had the demo. So he was like, this nigga been making beats this whole time. Like, it was kind of like that. It was just a gradual process. I think me making the analog beats made me appreciate the digital version better. Like my beat tapes, I'm pretty sure they're trash, but I feel that was a necessary step to realize how music actually works, like structuring beats out, like not even just beats, just period, like knowing what a hook is, knowing what a verse is. I learned all that during that time. And then when I got FL Studio, it was really about mixing after that point, like how to make songs sound better. Even though the ideas I might think are cool, the beats were like very bad sounding in terms of like quality. So just bumping that up and getting better sounds.
Like a Wu-Tang album?
Yeah, bro, Wu-Tang albums are like, well, let me not do that on his podcast. If it was my podcast, I'd sell out. I ain't gonna do that. Niggas be caping, but hey, bro. RZA, for some of that stuff, RZA need to have a talking to.
Hey, man, Wally Clark, if you listening, we still love Wu-Tang, baby.
Yeah, bro.
Go ahead, hometown. I was cutting you off earlier.
Shit, man. I think you. Oh, okay. So my last question. Well, I have two more, but one of the questions is So one of our biggest camp.
Oh
Hey,
my god, bro.
That free complex internet is not where it's at.
Oh my god.
Yo,
You
don't
need
put me
fiber
out
optic
like that.
cables.
You gonna put me out like that? Look at that. That's crazy. Damn. But nah. So one of our biggest campaigns for Beats and Chill is to push women in
To push women.
Oh man.
push them in. We want to.
Beats and Chill does not condone the thoughts and feelings of hometown.
I guess a better choice of words would have been to advocate for women in production, right, and DJing as well, right. So as you've seen over the past couple of years, we've had complete shows dedicated to women in production and DJing. So like, what I guess each one of you could give, like, what's one good word of advice? Definitely, because Jazz, she's someone who's just got into production herself. So like, what would be one essential piece of advice that you would give someone like Jazz who's getting into production and or DJing? You can go with Jordan.
Can I ask Jazz? Can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
So how long, like, are you interested in it, or have you started it yet? Like,
I got FL Studio. My mom make beats. She's like my biggest inspiration.
oh, that's fire. So I would say with me learning FL Studio, the first thing I would do is learn the program first. Like, after you learn the program, that's gonna help you actually get your ideas out quicker. Like, it's stuff on FL Studio. Like, you can't tell me how to use FL Studio at this point. Like, already every shortcut key, because that's gonna speed up your process. And then from that point, be creative, of course. But after that, you want to learn the most. What's helped me out is learning the most technical parts about your passion. So a lot of people have cool beat ideas, but the mixing kind of hinders how people perceive your beat. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I had to learn early on. So I would say the best advice is to just make what you like, but just make the quality undeniable. Because music is subjective. Like, I can make a beat, think it's the best beat in the world, but Knox may not like it because he might not be into that style of beat. But one thing that he cannot deny is it's mixed well. So that's the biggest advice that I would give. Learn the program first, and then learn the technical part of it, because that's going to separate you from everybody else. People make beats, but a lot of people can't mix their own beats. So I would definitely get into that.
Oh,
he said everything. He literally said everything. I don't really have, like, I don't know, man. Just
This nigga don't never know.
I don't, man. Just stick to your sound. Fuck people. And stay consistent with it. I don't know what to say, man. Like, research.
Talking to a woman here.
Yeah. Don't care what people think.
Yeah. There we go.
That's what he meant.
I'll say that.
I'm just laughing at Raul. Raul is so wild. He's like, come on, Raul. I wasn't even gonna say nothing, bro.
Hey, man.
And
Podcast me a little spice, man.
Just do a lot of, man. Listen, YouTube can tell you anything. Like, they can help you with
University.
YouTube University.
Yeah. Just watch a whole lot of videos, and then like you'll start to figure out like what drum kits you like using. Because like you might like to use live drums like more than trap drums and stuff like that. So like, just stay consistent with it.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's pretty much it right there.
Yo, Knox.
Is that on Amazon?
Yeah.
Is that an easy read, Jordan?
Yeah, it's very easy. It's very easy. It's nothing. It's in plain English, because it's like they assume that you don't know anything. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's in plain English, and it also teaches you how to use Pro Tools simultaneously.
I
got pictures.
Okay, all right then, shit. We ready to fucking roll.
Just to kind of, and really quick, even though I ain't a producer, but you know, I do be like messing around with a lot of programs musically, kind of off of what Darius said, Jazz. I know he said like go on YouTube and stuff, but I would advise you to go to YouTube when you exhausted and are on the brink of frustration. Don't go there right away, because then you won't kind of figure out. When you figure out how to do it yourself, is for one, there's a certain level of satisfaction that comes with it, and two, it's more you did it yourself, so you're more comfortable with that. Now, if there's another shortcut or whatever, then you'll learn that later on down the line. But kind of just navigating yourself and learning it yourself is good. But if you can't learn it at all, you're like, damn, I know there's a way to do this and that, and you kind of just going through all the plugins and clicking all the buttons on the program, and you still ain't getting the result you want, then I would suggest, let me go to YouTube. And
is that the same with DJing? Because you know I'm trying to do that too.
Yeah, I've messed around and all kind of buttons and turn the turntable this way and that way and press this button, press that button, and then I was like, oh, I don't know what this is, and I think I messed something up. So I don't want to reset the factory settings, because then I'm gonna lose my cue points and all of that. So I'm like, all right, well, let me go YouTube this and see what they gotta say. And sometimes when going there, then you'll find out certain things that you may not have known. But I've already know mentally I wasn't gonna know that anyway, because I already kind of went through everything that I knew myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Knox, would you say the same thing?
You use a controller, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like with DJing, if you're trying to learn how to DJ, I mean, whoever you think is dope in the city, just ask them on some real shit. Like they shouldn't be assholes. And yeah, like YouTube always has tutorials up, and it's usually DJs that are like the top of the game giving you good information. And I don't know. I guess that's my answer. My whole answer.
That's wild. Cause I asked Knox to teach me how to DJ, and he's like, "Nah, just throw shows, bro. Throw shows."
Yeah, bro.
What
bro.
Throw shows.
Hold on, what
bro.
I said, bro?
That's you, bro. Just throw shows.
Also, Jazz. One more thing too. One thing with YouTube tutorials, because I've been looking up YouTube tutorials for a while. I even look at YouTube tutorials for things that I think I already know how to do. And I feel like that's the best way to look at YouTube tutorials. Like, you gotta think, YouTube is a platform where anybody can post a video. So you gotta like the person's outcome. If they do something, if they're trying to teach you how to do something and you don't like what they're doing, that tutorial is kind of useless. So kind of like look at it that way too. Like, I would say when I YouTube things, I try to like see what a person's process is and then go from there. Like, how can I best explain this? Like, say for instance, like EQing. Like I looked at a equalizer tutorial the other day, and just seeing what people do. I might not agree with it, but through trial and error, I know, okay, he's telling the truth. This does sound like this. Everything that I've learned up to this point kind of correlates with what he's saying. And with that being said, the best teacher is experience. Like, YouTube can't teach you everything. Like, it's been plenty of times I've been making a beat and I messed around and pressed something that I didn't want to press. Now I have to figure out how to fix it because I can't even verbalize to YouTube what I need to fix. I don't know what
that'd be the worst.
I don't even know what this thing is called. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and then I would also say my final thing is Control S, Command S. Trust. Don't forget that. Command S, Control S. If you like what, you know what I mean? Like, I done lost so many beats. The power went out one time.
So that brings back your beat?
No, saves.
It saves it.
Okay.
Yeah, it saves it. People get into 30 minutes of making a beat. See, I Control S religiously. I just do it. Like, I just do something. Like, I might not have like even changed anything, but in my mind, it's like a timer. After like a minute, Control S. It's already done.
Ain't no autosave feature in no fucking beat making program.
Exactly. And the thing is, even if you save it and you don't necessarily like what you saved, you can always go back to the history. But you have no FL Studio. But if you haven't saved it, it can't go back to nothing. So
yeah. That's true.
And kind of piggyback off what he said about YouTube tutorials. There's one person that I've went to continuously to work on my turntablism and techniques as far as like scratching and stuff like that. His name is DJ Angelo, and he's this DJ from the UK that's won all kind of like DMC competitions and stuff like that. And I think he has some of the best YouTube tutorials to tell you how to scratch.
He does, bro.
Basic scratch, baby scratch, crab scratch, part 1 and part 2, transformer scratch, part 1, part 2, part 3. Like, and it's perfect. Like, I, even to this day, when I feel like I'm rusty as hell, I'll bring up my program, I'll put YouTube in the corner, and I'll just literally do exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
So that's one great DJing. I'm not saying production because production is totally different, but that's one great DJing tutorial to use to learn, like, after you like kind of figured out your sound, you know what you want to play, but you know, you kind of want to get more into like scratching and bringing stuff back and, you know, all of that, like mixing or whatever. I would say DJ Angelo, that he's
For
great.
sure. I second that, sir.
If you want to throw shows, right? Like, what you gotta do is location. You know what I mean?
Hey man, we be getting on Hometown, man, but Hometown got classic verses and the nigga can rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? You deserve them. You know, yeah, you throw good events, but we know how you start.
I'll go one-on-one with that shit. Come on, I want to hear some. You know what I mean?
We give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
So yeah, we cook you a lot, but you know, you be doing your thing.
I appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? That's from the heart. You know what I mean?
I gotta say it first because I be cooking the nigga the most.
Yeah, everybody be roasting me on Twitter. Patrick said that shit yesterday. He's like, if you go into every hometown tweet, somebody roasting his ass. I'm like, you know what?
That's fucked up.
That's probably fucking true. Like, I don't know why. I get roasted in group chats.
Hey man.
I accidentally text them something I was texting.
Hey, chill out.
Oh man.
Hey.
I'm like,
You're not gonna do this on your podcast.
Talk about it, man. Hey. Talk about it.
Hometown know why he get roasted. I'm not gonna let this slide. You know why you get roasted.
Come on, man.
Them tweets don't be to us.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna be sick and tired of this shit. And the people that hurt me the most be Tyreek. Tyreek hurt me the most. And he hurt my fucking feelings, and I'm gonna just fucking let the shit go on Twitter. Fuck it. Y'all see Derek go live on Twitter. Fucking log off.
Oh my god. Hey man, when we be playing 2K, this is all day. This shit is hilarious. Oh my god. My bad, but this ain't what it's about. So, I know Vern, before he left, he said he wanted to get into like some like discotheque and some new sounds or whatnot. Jordan, what are some new sounds that are there new sounds that you're looking to get into or try from what you've been doing now?
I'd say some new sounds that I want to publish. I feel like I've always been like all over the spectrum. Like I've done R&B, dance, all kinds of stuff. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Data Sync. He and I have been going back and forth for some drum and bass music, which is like a very fast BPM, but like we always been on that wave, but we haven't, like I said, we never really like released anything.
Bro, have you heard his previous music?
I've heard some stuff,
bro,
but when I talk to him about it, he is completely over that era.
I'm pretty sure he is. However, that shit was dope because he did a tape with Knox. I don't know if Knox know who Data Sync is. You remember JxPvtty, bro?
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's Data Sync now. You know what I mean? So
I got to go on some real shit. Low key, that's how I got connected with Sway. You know, from
right.
Oh, for real?
Reminiscent Muse tape.
Yeah, I
still got that shit on my laptop. That shit was nice.
You still got that shit? Give me that shit, bro, because I've been looking.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I've wanted to hear his stuff, but he's been like I said, he's closed that part of the book up. He don't want to talk about it. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, so he really that's done.
Hey, man.
But no, it's not even on some like bitter stuff. It's just like he like very what's the word I want to use? Philosophical in that sense. Like he just went to the next. Like he he appreciates that.
Backwards.
Yeah.
He was really young too. He was really young. Like he was really, really young too.
Yeah, and yeah, it's nothing like it's nothing like that. He just really like even his new music that he worked on is like super futuristic. You know how he gets like the 3D, all that stuff. So
music though, I want to hear it.
It's fire. It's just very because I got 2 tracks on his next project, and it's just super super futuristic. That's the best way I can explain it. It's a cool thing though. It's definitely festival vibes.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, Darius, what about you? Any new sounds that you would like to?
You got any vegan beats?
Man,
Get that gluten-free 808.
Bro, honestly, man, like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. After lightning had struck the something outside in the apartment,
yeah,
and it went through the plug and it fried my new computer.
Damn.
Yeah. After that happened, bro, like I haven't even been focused on beats, man. But before that happened, Sam Illy had hit me up, and he wanted to do some collabs that he wanted to. I don't know if I should be saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And
exclusive.
he wanted me to send some beats to him that he could send to Reason. And I finished like 3 collab beats with him and this other producer. I can't remember his name. And I sent those over to him. And I probably say the week after that, my computer was fried. So I literally lost everything. I lost everything on there.
Oh,
and he just hit me up last week. And his manager asked for the track out to a beat that I sent them. And I don't even have the track outs to it anymore. So I literally had to start over with making that beat, but I haven't been like, I don't know, man. I just haven't like really been like ready to work on any production. So I just been doing the photography thing the whole time.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's something to squander.
Nope.
I mean, it looked like it's gonna take some work, but I know I feel frustrated because I done lost a mixtape before that I was working on. You know what I'm saying? Like an hour and a half in, and then the shit gone. So I totally feel you. But,
Control S.
Exactly.
Well, you can't control S. A fucking MP3.
I mean, I'm saying. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
A full video game without a memory card, bitch. You ever did that?
Oh, for sure.
You just leave it on when you go to school.
For sure.
Your mama turn your shit off. You left that game on. I turned it off. Like,
you be like, shit.
PS2, you get back from school. PS2 be hot.
Yeah, hot in the bitch. You be scared to play it. You be like, is it gonna blow up? All that to say, Darius, I don't think you should squander that. It's gonna take some work, but I really think you should like get back to it.
Well, yeah. Well, now I learned a valuable lesson with that. So now what I'm gonna do is when I finish a beat, I'm gonna track it out as well, and I'm gonna save it to my hard drive, my external hard drive instead of my laptop hard drive.
Get a surge protector too, though.
I was just about to say that.
That's what prevents it.
Yeah, you gotta stop making beats outside, bro. You gotta be in the house when you do that.
My nigga being one with nature out here.
Hey, Knox. Sampling chakras.
Knox, what's new on the horizon? Well, I always gotta ask you 2 questions because you DJ and produce. What's well, I asked the production one first. Is there anything new or any new sounds that you want to use or possibly?
As far as production, no. I usually stick to the hippity hops. Because I don't do as much anyway, so it's just like that is a new horizon. But
I see.
And then with DJing, if I could delve into new music, I mean, I always been on like house vibes and like festival vibes and hip hop mixed with all that. I mean, that's basically what I try to do with Obnoxious. Just mix hip hop with festival vibes. I make it a whole beautiful mashup of sound. So,
Word.
and what was the other question?
That was really it. You answered both of them.
Hey, Knox, man, I always wanted to say this, man. You know, I know you've been on Sway a couple times, and I kind of want to go next time when you go. But I was like, you know what I mean? Like, can we go back? You know what I'm saying? So, thing was, I'm still nervous to like do that shit because I remember you had Crown Marquise on there. He was rapping for a long time pretty well. I barely remember my lyrics half the time. You know what I mean? So it's like
a quarter of the time.
Like if I go in there and mess up, is that gonna be on film? And they were like, "Yo, Knox, like, who the fuck is this? Like, what would they say?"
It will be on film. It will be live.
The radio.
And the reason Crown got on there was because somebody dropped out. Like somebody didn't make the interview, and they looked at me. They was like, "Oh, you got a rapper here? Let him go on." It was like just spur of the moment, right time, right place type shit.
I'm gonna say right now, brother, thank God it was Crown there, not hometown.
You gotta practice, brother.
Oh man, but yeah, it was spur of the moment
3 times.
This nigga forgetting bars, and I'd be like, "Oh man."
Nigga rap Tesla on a goddamn Cool Kids beat. Bitch, what kind of shit is this? Hey man, you know.
Oh man.
Hey Knox, man, you kind of, I don't know. You can tell me if you don't want to talk about this. It's totally understandable.
Yeah.
But you know, in the climate that we've been in, and you know, Black Lives Matter, which they always do, but it's been chanted time and time again. You kind of put a spot on blast.
Oh yeah, I had to, bro.
In recent, like probably like a month or two ago, and it was news to me because I didn't even know that place was like that. But what has been the reception from it? Like, you know, let me go ahead and say for those that don't know. For anybody listening, Knox used to DJ at said spot. If he wants to reveal the spot, I'll let him do it. But he used to DJ at said spot, and he used to kill it. And he would be there every weekend, and he'd be killing it there every weekend. And there's always a big ass crowd when he's there DJing. And out of nowhere, he was like, "Yeah, I don't DJ there no more." And that was basically it. You know, we didn't really know what happened. We didn't know what was up. But he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and go elsewhere. I'm gonna just, you know, kind of take my talents to South Beach." And I was like, "All right, well, that's cool. That works perfect." So, but to me, I still didn't understand. I was like, "Yo, he was rocking it like every weekend." Like, I'm not even an avid attender of going to Ybor City. But the times I have walked by and Knox has been there, it's been a packed house and everybody's been enjoying themselves. So probably around like May or June, Knox revealed that said place was insanely racist and told him to stop playing music for the black people to dance. I'm saying this loosely, it's not quoted. But the place was insanely racist, telling him to play different songs so that the crowd can thin out and to play more songs for the people from the mountains of Caucasus. And that was really it. And he never like badmouthed them or anything at all. Like when he first stopped DJing for him, he never like was like, "Yeah, man, they was doing this, doing that." And I guess in the light of everything of, you know, George Floyd and all of that, he felt the need to say something. It was after Franklin Manor had got put on blast. Then Knox went ahead and revealed said place. And it was like a comment thread of like almost like 100-something messages. And everybody's talking about, "Oh, man, we didn't know," or whatnot. So my question to you, Knox, is after that happened, like, did that place reach out? Like, what really happened after you said what you said?
So that day I posted it, the owner tried to reach out to me, and I don't know, man. Like I didn't feel the need to take his call. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you showed me. You continuously told me not to play. Well, to try to stop playing hip hop music. I'm like, you can't have a party spot without hip hop music. Yeah. If you're worried about your crowd, then you need to work on the security, letting people in here, or your dress code, or something else. Because white people love hip hop probably more than black people do on some real shit. Like at this point in the way hip hop is now, and I don't know, that mixed with, damn, what was I going to say? Damn. He just was with that for years, and then it got to a point where manager came into it, and then the manager would complain, and then after he got rid of me, he never reached out to me to talk about anything or anything like that until the day of that post. And I didn't feel like answering the call. Like, you didn't talk to me before that, and now you're trying to do damage control because you see everybody's going crazy about this right now. So
too late after that.
Yeah, it was pretty much too late. So to me, in my eyes, it was too late. Maybe I'll talk to him later, but as far as right now, I'm good, bro.
I ain't even mad, man. I totally agree. I would probably would have did the same thing.
Yeah, and I mean that's what happened with that. And then I had a talk with, I don't know if you know Boucher, but another DJ that works there, and he was saying, yo, you should have did that. You should have been did that. And the people that knew me, they knew what I was going through at that place. They said, damn, thankful, finally you said something. And then, yeah, in the light of all the stuff happening, I thought it was I thought I should say something, because people continuously was trying to get me to come there and just hang out there. I'm like, nah, and I would never give them a full reason, but I decided to put on social media the whole reason.
A lot of black people were spending money there.
Yeah. My uncle added, a lot of black people were spending money there. Like, I brought them a whole insertion of a new crowd.
Most definitely, bro.
People was actually spending there. My people was buying bottles, like, and they said, we don't want your crowd here. And I'm like, all right, dude, like,
the disrespect.
Yeah.
I remember just being in Ybor and not going down that far because there was too many people.
Yeah.
I don't want to go that far.
Oh, man.
But I think it's good that you said that, because even after that, I saw a lot more posts from other DJs that said, yeah, I get people tell me to stop playing hip hop all the time, and there's code words for when there's too many black people to thin out the crowd or start playing a certain type of music.
Yeah, bro, they do that. They do that at a lot of places out here, and that's why when that stuff came out about Franklin Manor, I was like, they the main ones having hip hop all night, all day.
Yep.
Bro came out with that crazy shit. I was like, bruh, well, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
It's the world we live in, bro. We just got to bring light to them type of people and hold them accountable for what they say and do.
I agree. I mean, it sucks, man. I didn't know you was going through that, and I just, even though I ain't do shit, I just want to apologize on behalf of them people, because I couldn't imagine.
Even though I ain't.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel bad that he went through that. You know what I'm saying? Because luckily, I'm a school teacher or whatever, so I'm able to, not depend 100% solely on playing music. So since I do have that, I have a choice to say whether I'm gonna take a gig or not. You know what I'm saying? And usually, and that's why I love DJing Beats and Chill, because like you said, you was able to vibe out and kind of play stuff that is not accepted everywhere, because everywhere, everywhere want top 40. They don't want you to just, it ain't like we in like DC or Atlanta where you could play at a lounge 5 nights a week and it just be like vibey tunes, and you could just play new hip hop and stuff like that, and you'll still have a crowd and people will still appreciate it. Unfortunately, it ain't like that. So for you to have to endure that, that shit sucks, man. So shit, my heart goes out to you when I found out that happened. But it wasn't. I just wanted to say something, but it wasn't enough for me to say. I was like, "Damn, Knox," and I just left it like that. I just commented on the post, and that was that. But if anybody out there dealing with that, hey, just
now is the time to speak up.
Yeah, man. Straight up and down.
Y'all ears. Don't wait till next year.
Straight up.
Hey. We late.
Yeah.
Sure. Nah, man. You got any more questions, Ro?
No, I think that's it.
Well, shoot, man. I want to definitely just, for me personally, just all four of you guys. Like, I want to say thank you so much for like just believing in my idea and coming together to be on the first show. You know what I mean? It meant a lot.
Yeah.
It impressed a lot of people and made people want to come back. And honestly, if that show didn't go well, we probably wouldn't be here today. You know what I mean?
I mean, just because we showed up, that don't mean we believed in you, brother. We just showed up.
God damn.
Well, we did.
Oh, damn, okay. No, I really do appreciate you guys, man, for really, really setting the tone for real for the first show that we had, man. Some people, that wasn't the first show that they've been to, but a lot of people who's been with us since day one, you guys were representation of that. So I always appreciate you guys. And, you know, you guys are like family. So anytime, you know, you guys have been a part of what we've done multiple times. So, you know, it's open doors anytime you guys need anything. And I know Vern, he'd like to leave early, but if you hear this, anytime you guys need anything, you guys want to be on the stage or be involved in any way, let us know, man. You know what I mean? We really appreciate you guys for that. So, and also thanks for jumping on, being on the episode 16 with us, man. Kind of like commemorate our 4-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Bam, 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 bam.
I'll let y'all
DJ gonna be a DJ.
All right, y'all, man. Y'all take care, man.
All right, word. You too, bro.
All right, y'all.